Nick Gonzalez, the ghost. Second assignment. Muay Thai style fighter in Guiterrez. Nichols with that boxing background.
Oh, nice intro on the left hook there from Nichols. Strong kicking arsenal early from Guiterrez. Oh. So in Guiterrez's amateur debut, he actually got a knockdown, but it was with his boxing.
Good counter right there.
Oh, big right hand by Tyson. Tyson Nichols landing, but Brian Guiterrez taking it well.
I feel like if you're named Tyson, you're going to be a boxer.
That's a good low kick there from Tyson.
Man, the Tyson Nichols crowd is about as loud. I think the Michael Aswell crowd's the only one I may have heard that's louder.
What's funny is when they were walking out, I had to look back. I thought there was a brawl in the crowd, but it was just their fans cheering.
Yeah, they've got the 3-foot-tall faces of Tyson Nichols and everything.
And Nichols he does a good job exploding and enclosing the distance. And he's more than just a boxer. That's the second really strong low kick he's landed. He's patient, too.
Yeah. There's really good size for 125. Nice, compact build.
Yeah, both guys looking very relaxed in here. This looks very different than amateurs used to look. Amateurs used to look very hyped up and, you know, very tight. And these guys looking like seasoned veterans in here already.
Good kick there from Nichols. 1 minute left, first round. Guiterrez not throwing as much with the hands right now as he did to start. Maybe some of that counter punching is causing a problem from Nichols.
Yeah, the range in MMA is a little bit longer than in Muay Thai and in boxing, so you can't really probe the jab as well as you'd like.
Good offense there.
Oh, double leg.
Nice.
Man, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought the boxers low kicking well and then the striker, the kickboxers, using good wrestling? Just to show these guys are both very well rounded. Nice little intro to a knee ride.
As you know, as you start getting beat up, it'll turn you into a wrestler in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty even round up
Yeah.
until that takedown. I think that might have sealed the round there for
if anything, maybe Tyson with some of his bigger shots and his hard low kicks was winning. But yeah, no, the striking was even. Both guys were pretty tit for tat, and that takedown of Guiterrez was like the difference. I'd be curious. I'll bet you that's a split round. Man, unbiased, I actually give that one to Tyson personally. If I was a judge, I think the quality of the strikes was greater. Oddly enough, mostly in the boxing, like on the big explosive right hands. But again, a great round. Even the low kicks of Tyson, I think, did a little more damage.
Yeah, the fact that they finished on their feet, meaning Tyson Nichols got back up, you know, not a lot of damage was done on the ground. The fact that it finished on the feet, I think you're right. I think it may have edged it toward Tyson Nichols. If Guiterrez would have been able to hold him down and finish the round on top, I think it would have went to Guiterrez.
Same. Oh, that was awesome. Nice spinning back kick to open up round 2 there from Guiterrez.
And you can always tell whenever they land because it changes your posture just a little bit. You're a little more hunched over. Oh. Man, these guys are cracking.
Yeah, that was, oddly enough, one of the few jabs in the fight. Nice. Guiterrez's mix. Oh.
I think that was more of a slip, but landed nevertheless for Tyson Nichols.
And for as explosive as some of these Tyson punches have been, Guiterrez is wearing them and reacting to them extraordinarily well.
Man, Nichols is coming with some power.
Guiterrez doing a little bit better understanding the range now. He's kind of backed out of a couple of low kicks. He's pressuring more. That's a big difference. Guiterrez making great adjustments in terms of kind of walking a little more into the danger, but coming forward. That's allowed him to throw more combinations and apply his wrestling. Good for the youngster and Guiterrez in making those adaptations. That's what makes a really good champion, my coach said, is being able to make those in-fight adjustments.
Halfway through the round.
Oh, nice back take.
Man, good transitions there.
Yeah, we're going to see what kind of ground game Tyson Nichols has here. That body lock, it's going to be a minute left in the round. It's going to be extremely hard to get out of that.
He's got to fight the hands. The angle and placement is not the best for that choke, but still, there's a wear on you.
Yeah, you do have to pay attention to that. You have to get in an unchokeable position, and then you can use your hands to unlock the feet. You may take a couple of those little pop shots, but you know, they're not devastating from the back.
Nichols doing a good job of taking away any choking angles right now. Hand is also tied up. Good hand play. See if something can sneak in here with 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is worse. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful because if Guiterrez puts his palm to, goes palm to palm.
Man, I'll tell you, the pressure, the forward pressure adjustments of Guiterrez really allowed him to win this round pretty thoroughly. If round one went to Tyson, it's certainly 1-1 going into 3. This is one of the scenarios where both guys, you got to tell them you have to win round 3 or else you're going to lose this fight. But if anything, Guiterrez has just the certainty of 2.
Wouldn't be surprised if Guiterrez takes this to the ground.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
There really wasn't much defense there from Nichols on either of those shots.
Yeah, I tell you, it wasn't as much like the wrestling implementation. It was him coming forward. I let him throw more combinations. It made Tyson start to back up more, so he wasn't being as explosive on his entries. I mean, like coming forward is always such a great solution, but you have to walk towards danger. Like that's why some guys are like, hey, you know, they're often apprehensive to do it, but you know, Guiterrez is demonstrating beautifully why that is such a valuable trait in changing dynamics of fights.
Here we go, round 3.
Both fighters, just as we expect from 125ers, looking very fresh going in here into the 3rd round.
I was listening to Tyson's corner. They told him to pressure. They said, don't let him push you back. Push him towards the cage. And you guys, we can very visibly see the difference on whoever's coming forward is the one who's able to dictate the offensive exchanges.
Yeah, it is nearly impossible to take somebody down if you're moving backwards. Matter of fact, I can't say I've ever seen it. I mean, you can change directions and you know, close the distance, but you know, you're giving your opponent that half second of extra time to react to it. It's usually just not successful.
And on a high C is Guiterrez. Decent sprawl, but he's got to get that left arm in a better spot. Man, Tyson actually got that left hand in the right spot, but a little too late.
Yeah, Tyson Nichols has got to get up from here. Don't know what his jiu-jitsu background is or what kind of submission game he has from the bottom, but
big knee on the stand-up there.
Yeah, the ref warned him to make sure it wasn't reinforced. I don't think it was. I think he was just framing with his forearm on the side of the neck. I'll tell you though, Tyson's doing a good job to try to get some of that scoring back in the mix. In on another high C. Oh. Chain wrestles to a body lock and into a nice trip.
Yeah.
Really, really good awareness here from Guiterrez as he negates that half guard recovery by stepping over to side control.
Definitely something that Tyson Nichols can work on in his young career. First fight for him, of course.
He's got to be careful. Guiterrez will sit back on that arm if he reaches up.
Yeah, more options, far side armbar options.
Guiterrez opts for nothing.
He's got a Darce choke. He's got a Darce choke fully locked. Into Tony Ferguson style. Do it from guard. Man, Guiterrez needs to pull that left elbow down towards his own hip. Man, what an interesting fight. All right, so in round 3, Tyson with the more effective strikes, but man, I'll tell you, Guiterrez with the strong takedowns, the submission attempts. I guess we'll see what kind of standard the judges are setting for tonight's kind of judging style, because it's not uncommon. Some judges favor, you know, like effort and damage for strikes. Some favor top control time with submission, you know, attempt action. Both guys trying to finish in very different rights.
And that last takedown, I think Guiterrez may have saved himself from losing that round because it looked like Tyson Nichols was turning up the striking and starting to land. And then that last takedown, the fact that it ended, you know, like we talked about in the first round, the last round ended with him in a submission, Guiterrez with a submission attempt, and basically in control on kind of neutral position, but
with a Darce locked up.
Yeah, very, very, very close.
See Wayne there getting the judges' scorecards. Everything finalized here. He's going to head inside here in just a second. Still have 6 more amateur fights for you. Then we've got 6 pro fights on the undercard. And then we head to UFC Fight Pass. But first, let's see how the judges scored this one. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Brought to you by Space City Collective. Judge Eva Beltran scores the fight 29-28 Guiterrez. Judge Ramsey Ishak scored the fight 29-28 Nichols. And Judge Ryan Thompson scored the fight 29-28, declaring your winner by split decision, El Gallo Negro, Brian Guiterrez.
Man, excellent fight. Both fighters left it in the cage. That was a blast. Can't wait to see both of them back in. Split decision win there.